welcome to everyone. Looks great to have you with us, beginners, and hope that you're excited as much as we are about this video class that you can be working on at home as many times as you'd like. We're also looking forward to seeing you again at your one-on-one lessons, so if you've scheduled that appointment already, awesome, thank you very much. And if you haven't, then please do, because we want to definitely work with you from a safe spatial distance, but work with you on your techniques to help you out and help you have kind of a simulated 30-minute class that can get into those techniques as we move further into next week and get you prepared for testing on your Blue Stripe at your one-on-one lesson, not next week, but the week after. So the format for today is going to be very much like your regular class at Ascend. We're going to do warm-ups, and we're going to do a focus minute and mat chat. One thing that's a little bit different, stay tuned until the end of the video, because we're going to do stretches at the end of the video. So make sure that you stay tuned for that and do your stretches to finish up class. And so we'll go into technique demonstration and making sure that you go through those and know what to do after we do our mat chat and focus minute. Now, hopefully you're wearing your uniform, you got your belt on, because we want to make sure that we do things as similar as possible to class at Ascend. We want to be formal, we want to keep our good habits up. So I'm going to bow into you, you bow into me, coming to attention. Hey! Bowing, hands up, knee up, shoot down, and to attention, and bow. All right, so let's get going with things. We're going to do a warm-up. Now, we can't do our regular warm-up because we're not on the mat. We don't have our spiky dots out and everything else. So we're just going to kind of do a modified warm-up, just a couple of different exercises, get your heart rate up, a little bit of blood pumping, and if you want to stop the video and add more into those, you can. All right, so Ms. Phillip is going to turn on a little bit of music, and we're going to go into some of those. So here we go. Ms. Phillip's got it going. We're going to have the hands on up, everybody. So let's go into some butt kickers. So you got your hands up. You're just getting those heels to the butt. Nice, strong position. Get yourself going on those. Keep your body moving. Keep those feet moving. Keep them going. If I stop, you don't stop. Keep on moving. You want to keep going strong for 3, 2, 1. And now let's come to attention. Let's do some jumping jacks. Get that upper body moving. So again, triangle position, eye position. Up, back, up, back, up, back. So keep yourself going. We'll do this for 15 minutes. Get those shoulders stretched out, body going. Everything rolling as you go. Move in. Keep on going for 3, 2, 1. Now from here, hands on up, and let's do some high knees. High knees. Working those knees up. Hopefully you got a good surface and a safe area to train in. If you don't, please make it safe. Make everything ready to go. So keep those knees going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's head on down to the mat. Let's work on a little bit of push-ups. Or if you can, do a push-up hold right here. Just in position, not doing anything, but if you can do the push-up, great. If you need to come to your knees and do it, elbows in tight, do that. Keep on going though. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, from here, hands on up, spread your feet out a little bit outside your hips. We're going to do some body weight squats. We got those hands up, we're coming on down, dropping on in, we're coming up. Sink on down as far as we can, come on back up. Bottom should be parallel to the ground. Don't go too far down, put it onto your heels. Keep on going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and from here, let's get that left leg forward guarding stance. Now, what we want to see is we're going to just go for 15 seconds on our left leg forward, so we're just punching and jabbing. We're moving our feet as we're going. Real quick, get that heart rate up. Pump in, keep on going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch feet, go. Try it on this side. Popping and going. Throwing those hands. Pop it out. Pop, 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 pop. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop, everybody. Good. Shake that body out. Shake it on out. Looking good, shake those legs. All right, so now turn around and adjust if you need to. Get that uniform all set. I know mine needs adjusting. All right, way to get yourself warmed up. A little sweat maybe going, heart rate up. Now let's head on down. Let's go into our focus minute. I know we haven't been probably doing this for a couple weeks. Really good to do, especially in the times in which we live. We want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves centered and focused really well. So let's get into that position. Looking good and strong, sitting on back. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath on in. out. Good. And clear that mind out, everybody. Allow yourself to let go of your day. Let go of anything that came before, anything that after right now. It's the only thing we need to pay attention to. So I want you to clear out that mind, center your energy down belly button, belt knot area, make it into a power ball. Take that power, take that energy, push it down through your buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, shins, feet, and toes. Bring the energy back on up those legs into the center of your body. Lift the energy up through your belly, your back, your chest, your spine, into your shoulders. Drop it down your arms, hands, and fingers. Back on up those arms into your shoulders, neck and throat, head and face. Now from here, deep breath. Out. Switch on that mental movie to see yourself moving through your techniques powerfully with energy, focus, balance, coordination, and confidence. Seeing yourself doing your Blue Strike techniques that you have practiced through the YouTube videos to know what you're doing and to build that base foundation of muscle memory. Move, flow, see yourself doing your best and giving it your excellence at home today. Deep breath in and out. Good. Open your eyes, everyone. Okay, so Ms. Phillips is going to come on in, and we're going to go into our math chat for today. So she's going to do the answer and response with me, and I want you to join in. I think you might know some of the details here, but if you don't, that's okay. Try and think of what the answer would be and go into it, because our life skill of the week is what, Ms. Phillips?
Fitness, sir.
Ooh, huge one for this time of everybody's life, because we're all trying to stay healthy, we're all trying to stay fit. So doing things that we talk about today will help you stay healthier, stay more fit, and hopefully be at your best so that your family and you can stay healthy throughout this whole situation. So Ms. Phillip and I are going down into our black belt sitting position, so you please do as well. So now, what is fitness, Ms. Phillip? What is the meaning of that?
To exercise, sir.
To exercise. So we want to make sure we're doing that. I'm glad you joined us today to do that exercise and to keep yourself moving powerfully, strong, and with good focus. So, Ms. Phillip, now exercise is really awesome, and it's lots of
fun, sir.
Yeah, super fun, everyone. So now if you exercise every day, your body's going to be healthy and
strong, sir.
Absolutely, everyone. Really, really important. You got to stay moving, got to stay active. So you may only be able to go out into your backyard, guys, but still enjoy the beautiful weather that we have here in Arizona when we have great days, so that you can stay healthier and you can enjoy nature and really enjoy the blessings that we have and stay as healthy as you can. So now, if you exercise, everyone, you're going to have more energy and you're going to feel
better, sir.
Better, yeah, a lot better, guys, because we got to get a lot of things going on. So encourage your parents to join you and exercise. Definitely do things, because you could do sports like basketball, baseball, soccer, football, gymnastics, or martial
arts, sir.
Yeah, but we also want to do activities like playing in the park, riding your bike, or going for a walk with your
family, sir.
Yeah, it's a great way to involve everybody. Even if you have pets, your dogs, go for a walk, take them with you. They'll love that outing as well. So now we also know that we can't just exercise. You also have to eat healthy
food, sir,
which includes a balanced diet that's full of fruits and
vegetables, sir.
Yeah, I know you guys all love to eat your vegetables, right, beginners? Yeah, awesome. But definitely do, because it's going to keep you healthier. So you want to make sure you put those and have those in your diet and you're eating them. Really important, everyone, to help us be at our best and stay healthy. So now we don't want to eat a lot of junk food, and we certainly don't want to eat too
much, sir.
Yeah, because we're not going to feel good at all. We're just all kind of not good, mind and body, not good to keep us healthy. So we want to make sure we don't eat too much. Now, if you eat exercise, guys, and you eat healthy foods, it just makes sense that your body's going to be healthy and
strong, sir.
Yeah, and who wants to be healthy and strong? I know I do, especially in these days and times. So, what's the word of the week again, Ms. Phil?
Fitness, sir.
And what does that life skill mean?
To exercise, sir.
To exercise, guys. So make sure you stay active and exercise. This is a great way to do it. You can watch this video and practice to it more than one time, and hold attend class as many times as you want to this week. All right, so let's stand on up and shake those legs on out. Ms. Phil, thank you very much. So now, as I mentioned, we're going to get into the instruction of your techniques today and what you need for Blue Strike. So now in Blue Strike techniques, white belt, we've got, we get into our kicks. So I hope you're as excited as I am about teaching your kicks, because learning them and doing them, lots of fun, but they do take practice to get good at, because the details, Everything is important, guys. All the details are important. So we have two different kicks that you need to be able to do. Snap front kick and your inside crescent kick. We're going to do both in place. So I'm going left leg forward, guarding stance, go. Kick! Follow me. Now you'll see when I teach in the videos that we're going to mirror. So if I say left leg forward, get your left leg forward, and you're going to have the same foot forward as me in the screen. It's not the same foot forward as you would be if we were like facing in person on the mat, but don't worry about that. Just follow along with me and practice with me. So when we're doing our snap front kick, we have three different pieces. We have knee high, so we don't want the knee too high. We don't want to be like way up here. We don't want to be way down here. We want to be just like kind of middle of the thigh. We're going to point the toes down, and we're going to point the big toe directly to the ground. What drives the kick is the knee. Both of the kicks that you're learning at this stripe get driven by the knee, not the foot. Very, very important. So I bring the knee. Now, I'm not going to make it too high because I want to lift that knee and then flick the foot, because the power gets increased if I'm bringing the upper leg and letting the foot whip, but not having the foot come up like so. I want to point the toes. So I bring that knee up and I flick out. So knee high, toe point, and we say flick strong. So try it again with me. Knee high, toe point, flick strong. Now, here's what you want to avoid. See, a lot of people do this, and as you get better at it, it's easy to do, but we are not punting a football. Yeah, a different move. That's a bigger, longer movement. It's slower, it's not as powerful, and it's not controlled at all. You can't control it. You can't bring it back. If someone disappears, you're doing that big kick and you're just hung up. So we want to make sure we're popped and we put it down behind. Okay? So that's what we're looking for in the snap front kick. Let's switch feet. Kick! Now I got my right leg forward, left leg's kicking. I'm coming on up, knee high, toe point, flick strong. Come on back. Hands up, knee high, toe point, flick strong. Good. So one more time, and you can practice with this video as much as you want. You can rewind it, go back through it, watch how I'm doing it. So I'll do it from the side for you. So knee high, toe point, flick strong. Put it down behind. Okay, everyone? So that's our snap front kick. Okay, everyone? Yes, sir? All right, awesome. So we have it in the groin area. We'd be kicking using that. You could go into the midsection and the tummy, or you could even go up to the face, but we'll go into that more later. So second kick is our inside crescent kick. Inside crescent kick. Okay, so I'm going to go left leg forward, guarding stance, go. Kick! Now the crescent is basically like a C shape. It's going to be sideways like this, almost like a rainbow. So sometimes we teach the students to think of it as like a rainbow kick. But the key on this, as I said in the snap front kick, the knee drives. So what does that mean? I'm not going to bring my knee up straight ahead for this kick. What's going to happen is I need to start learning that I live in the middle of a clock. So if I'm sitting in the center of the clock, right there is 12 o'clock, 11, 10 o'clock's at that 45, 1, 2 is at that 45. So if you don't have a clock at home, check it out, because that's what we're looking for. All right, we got 10 and 2 o'clock. For you, 10 would be over here, 2 is going to be over here. Okay, so if I have my right leg forward, I'm taking my left, if I have my left leg forward, I'm going to take my right, and I'm going to pick it up, and not straight ahead, and I'm going out to 2 o'clock, and as I'm going over here, I pick my toes up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this knee in a big oval. Now what's going to happen when I do that is this is a whip kick. So my foot's going to whip out, but it's not going to get all floppy like a piece of bologna or ham or some piece of lunch meat. We want to make sure that we got the knee up and we're flicking through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a rainbow with my knee, and my foot comes out, and I make a rainbow with my foot as well. I don't do I'm going to stir the drink down here. That's not an inside crescent kick. You need to reach out for your target, and we'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. So the knee comes up, toes are up, we bring the knee across, and we flick through, and we put it down behind. So I don't want to just do this, because the kick does not come from the hip. It's not a hip kick. It's a knee up, knee pushes, foot flies, and you bring it down and put it down behind. Okay, very, very important. Switch feet, everyone. Go. Kick! All right, so now I've got my right leg forward, my left leg's behind. I go, and I got my knee towards 10 o'clock. Boom. Toes are up. Knee comes through. I'm going to circle through on that knee, nice and strong. I bring it up, and I flick it through. Again, I'm thinking about showing the bottom of my foot to you, and my toes are going up like I'm holding a little tiny American flag you get on July 4th, and they're in between my toes, and I'm going to wave it as I go through. I come up, woo, and I come through and I put it down behind. Up, through, and go. Now you got to move that upper body too if you can, and we don't want to do it from the hips. So knee high, toes up, flick strong. But that knee needs to be up. We do not kick from the ground and make it a hip kick. Okay, so that's the inside crescent kick. Now, here are a couple of suggestions on how you can work with it at home. Now, what we highly recommend is that you get a basic set of training equipment that you can get from us for homework, especially and home practice and training, especially with the times in which we're in. If you want to do it from home, best way to do it is to get some equipment, and we would recommend like 2 small square hand targets. You can get them real fat if you're going to do kicks to them. You can get a clapper target and maybe a blocker. And that would be your training set at home because it works for a lot of techniques that you're doing and really will help your techniques as you go through. So if you want to do that, then please get in contact with us and we'll help you out with that. But if you don't have those things and you want to still practice, then you can use, like, instead of a shield here, you can use a big pillow. So if I'm right leg forward guarding stance, kick, and I'm doing a snap front kick. Now again, if I'm kicking to a shield, someone could be holding a pillow for you, and it needs to be a pretty substantial pillow. When you do it, you're not going to like bring the knee way up above the shield. I'm going to have the knee maybe below the shield, point my toe, hands up, knee high, toe point, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift that knee above the shield and kick. So I'm going to come up. Notice how much Ms. Phillips' hands go up when I kick that shield, because I'm not swinging from the ground. If Ms. Phillips holds it from the ground, I get okay, but it's not as powerful, because I go here, boom. Now I get a lot more movement, because there's more power when I lift that knee quickly. Okay, so you can practice it that way. So now you can also do things like I could punch, hit, set it down in front. And then Ms. Phillips goes back a little bit. Could be your mom, dad, brother, sister, coming off, cousin, uncle, does not matter. And I come through and I kick and I set it down in front. And then we continue from there. So that's one way that you can practice with the snap front kick. You can also use just a little hand target to do it that way, but then we would go probably more with the power line hand target, which is a little bigger and has a little bit more cushioning. Anyway, those are a couple ways to practice. Now, on the inside crescent kick, what you would do is you could, if you have like small hand pillows or something else like that at home, and let's say you had an exercise ball as well, or you had just a stack of pillows, you could do that. So we'll show you a couple things. So let's say you have those little small pillows, and your mom or dad can help you out with that, and they can hold those pillows for you. And so then what would happen is you'd take one of those, you'd have it up, and you'd have, for the inside crescent kick, if I'm right leg forward, kick, and I got my left leg kicking, they're going to hold it belt level for you, right about like at the belly button, because you want it center line. So you're going to bring that knee up, toes up, center line is right here in the middle of your body, that line would mark the half and half part of your body. You're going to bring that knee up, you flick through, you put it down behind. You bring the knee up, rip it through, and put it down behind. Okay? So you can do it with both feet. We could do it with the left, we could do it with the right. You get the idea. But now, let's say you got an exercise ball, or you have a stack of pillows. So Ms. Phillip has one of the square targets as well. And so what you look for here is she's holding the ball, or she could just like put it in between her knees or with her foot or whatever else, or you could go over the stack. The reason why we want to do this is we want to make sure we get over it without hitting it. So if I'm doing the inside crescent kick, again, right leg forward, kick! This needs to be, again, in the middle of the ball, in the middle of my belly button and my body. So I'm going to bring that knee up, I'm going to flick on through and put it down behind. Okay, so I want to get knee up and then bring that foot over, make my rainbow over my exercise ball or the pillow so I do not hit them. One more time, I bring it up, knee, flick through, and put it down behind. Okay, so just some suggestions, some ideas. You can play with it. Just do whatever practice you're going to do safely and do it in a space where you're not going to break anything or hurt yourselves. So those are some ways that you can practice those two techniques. I really love Blue Stripe for white belts because the kicks are really, really super fun and enjoyable. So I hope that you got a lot out of that. And so as we talked about earlier, we are going to now stretch down to finish up your class, your virtual class today. So I'm actually going to have Ms. Phillip come on in and do the stretches with you. And so then I'll be back to finish up class.
All right, everybody.
We're gonna interlace our fingers for our stretches. We're gonna stretch them out all the way in front. Stretch those arms out, lock them on out. Make sure you're arching your body like a big C. Hold them on all out in front of you for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, now come on in. Stretch those hands all the way up toward the ceiling. Push your palms up there, lock those arms out. Keep it nice and straight and strong. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Now you're gonna space your feet out a little bit. Lean over to your left and keep your arms still locked out, nice and strong. Keep holding for 3, 2, and 1. And now head on over to the other side. Lock those arms out. Keep holding them. Keep them straight. Palms strong. 3, 2, and 1. Now come on out. Shake those arms out. Now we're going to pick up that left leg. Kick it on out. Toes up, outside knee circles. Go for it. We're going to pull those toes back to your shin. Circle your foot around so you get your knee nice and loose. Keep yourself stable all the way from your hip down to your knee. Just move here for 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to switch. Go to the other side. Circle that knee all the way out. Pull those toes back. Make sure you're keeping your balance. Circling that knee, loosening it up, cooling yourself down. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to head on down, flat belt sitting position, into sleeping warrior. Stretch those arms all the way up in front. Scoot yourself back and arch the back for cat dog spinal wave. Come all the way up, come flat, and then stretch all the way back into sleeping warrior. Keep going on that. Keep moving through that stretch. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, now come on out of that. Come through into our hanging Spider-Man position. First, we're going to stretch out our hips a little. Put your hands on your ankles. Put your elbows inside your thighs, and just stretch your hips out. Scoot them out a little bit. And now lean on back for that hanging Spider-Man stretch. Keep those feet flat together. Hands on the ankles. Push your elbows out to the sides of your room and stretch out your hips. Keep holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now come on out. Come on up onto the sitting position and stretch your legs out into a nice big V position. Scoot your hips back to be in line with your shoulders and your hands. Take your arms, turn to your left, and fold yourself down. Make sure your toes are flexing up toward the ceiling. You're getting as close to your leg as you can, and your leg is nice and locked out and straight. Keep holding for 3, 2, and 1. Now come on out. Make sure you're still straight and good to go. Stretch your arms out as far as you can get in the middle, all the way out in front of you. Keep those feet flexed toward the ceiling, toes up. Keep holding, everybody, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come on out. Make sure you're still straight and good to go. Turn over to your right. Fold yourself down. Keep holding there. Toes up toward the ceiling. For 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now bring those legs in. Come on up onto those feet. Point the toes toward the corners. Hands up by the face. Get into your nice extreme squat position. If you can get this low, that's great. If not, put those hands on down in the middle. Keep your elbows inside your knees. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now put those hands on down. Push yourself on up. Shake the legs on out. Let's go left leg forward guarding stance. Go. Yeah. Let's do kick-ups on this side. So take that back leg, kick it on up, keep it nice and straight. Toes up toward the ceiling. If you want to put it down behind, because we need to keep that balance only in between, that is okay. If you can do it without putting the foot down, that is also all right. Keep that leg nice and straight. Toes up for 3, 2, 1, and put it down behind. Switch feet, go. Yeah. Now let's go on this side. Kick-ups all the way up, leg nice and straight. Make sure to bend your standing leg so that you can keep that balance. Keep going, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Put it on down behind. All right, now let's put that left knee in front, right knee behind. Stretch that left heel all the way out in front of you as far as you can get it. Put those hands down by the sides. Push the back heel back. Straighten the front leg and hold in forward splits. Keep holding, everybody. Keep staying strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Now put those hands on down by the side. Pull the left knee in. Switch it up. Go for that right knee instead. Stretch the heel out all the way in front of you. Scooch it all the way out. Put those hands down. Push the back leg back. And straighten the front leg. Keep holding, everybody, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now put those hands on down by the side. pull the right knee in. Come on up gentle onto those feet, shake those legs out. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. Mr. Phillips is going to come back and close your class.
All right, beginners, thank you for joining us today. We really enjoyed having a chance to go through your techniques with you, and hopefully we are providing a lot of good information that you can work on and you can practice with at home. And as I said earlier, if you have not had a chance to schedule your one-on-one appointment for this coming week, please do using the link we sent out via email, because we really want to see you and have a chance to work with you if you're comfortable with that. So we'll look forward to seeing you in studio with your parents, and just hope that you and your family are staying healthy and are doing the best you can in these challenging times. So we look forward to seeing you soon, or talking with you, or hearing from you. And so take care of yourself until then, and thank you very much for being a part of the Ascend family. Have a great week.